I have wasted a ton of money and my personal time investing in therapists and gurus, hoping that they could radically change my life. I imagined that their expertise would fast-track my personal development journey. Yet, when I left their office, I found myself back in my old life. If you want to radically change your life, there's one habit you have to do to change your personal life story. It feels trivial to sit down and scribble your thoughts on paper, but journaling is the most powerful personal development habit I've tried. Here are the biggest lessons I have learned chronicling my personal life over a decade of journaling. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I work as a civil engineer. On this channel, I provide you with the tools to embark on your life quest. I empower you to conquer your demons and engineer your dreams. I am your guide on your personal development journey. Lesson 1. You are not your thoughts. There's a tendency to couple identity with the thoughts we have, but as I go through the process of journaling, I recognize that my thoughts just arise and change radically over time. Your thought is just a little blip that happens in your mind at a specific moment, and it is not something you have to hold on to and create identity around. You can allow that thought to happen, observe it, and allow it to pass through you. I love journaling because it gives you space to see that thought on paper and then choose if it's something that you want to integrate into yourself or just allow to pass through you. Most of the thoughts I have throughout the day are absolute nonsense and I just naturally kind of let go of them and move on. But some of the things that come up in your subconscious can be difficult to let go of. And journaling, getting them out of my head, definitely helps me to create some space between myself and the random thoughts that pop around my head all day long. On a very similar note, you are also not your feelings. Just as a thought is a little blip in your subconscious and in your mind, so is a feeling just a state that passes through your emotional body. Feelings arise for a multitude of reasons. They are a physical, emotional state at that very moment. They are not intrinsically who you are. It is a wonderful thing to resonate with the positive feelings that you have throughout the day, but it is a very negative thing to associate yourself with the negative feelings you have. Nothing is permanent, especially not your thoughts and especially not your feelings. One of the things I remind myself when I'm in a very negative feeling state is that feelings change. They are like leaves in the wind sometimes, and you have to allow them to pass through your body to completely feel and understand them. They don't need to stay in your body and they do not need to live in your subconscious. The feelings arising to tell you something. And through journaling, you can create space to get it out of your body, to get it out of your head, put it on paper, and to understand why that feeling is arising in your body. Once you understand that feeling, then you give yourself the opportunity to move past it. The next thing that journaling has taught me is that you have the power to change your thoughts and your feelings, thereby changing your own personal perception of life. If you want to change your external reality, you first have to change your internal world. And luckily, you are the author of your personal life story. You can consciously craft your own personal life story, and journaling is the best tool to do that. If you want one thing to change your personal perspective, actually choosing the story you tell yourself about yourself is the biggest thing you can do. Everyone tells a story about themselves in their head all the time. That story makes you who you are, and we build ourselves out of that story. If you have big dreams and big goals, you have to start actively cultivating your story as someone who can achieve those. The next lesson that journaling has taught me is that you are very predictable. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions all have patterns, and if you want to create change, you have to understand the pattern that is happening in your behavior in order to act differently. You have to observe your personal patterns, understand what parts of them are working for you and what parts are not, and how to act in the future to bring about the life that you want. I love journaling because it is such a helpful tool over time to see the patterns that occur in your life. And it's hard in one just journal session to see that pattern in yourself, but if you're consistent over time, you'll start to see similar things that crop up that you're struggling with. And then you can really dig deep into those areas and really work to move past them. You can only figure out what you actually believe by observing how you act. You simply don't know what you believe before that. You are too complex to understand yourself. Journaling is the best tool that I have to help you understand yourself. The next thing that journaling has taught me is that you need space between your thoughts, feelings, and actions to decide how you want to act for the future. Journaling gives you space between an external stimulus and your emotions. It gives you time to react. It physically slows down your thoughts and your feelings when you're writing the story down on paper. There are tons of different ways to journal. I personally journal in a physical notebook with a pretty pen because it helps me enjoy the process a little bit, and physically writing slows down my thought process and really gives me time to observe what's happening. That time to choose how you want to act is crucial in order for you to change your behavior. The time that journaling creates for you can bring you from a hyper anxious triggered state to a relaxed state in which you can make the best logical choice forward. The next thing that journaling has taught me is that you will really appreciate a curated version of your personal life story. And on that note, please remember to write the date in your journal so you know when things are happening. Day by day, it's hard to see the progress you're making on your goals and your dreams. But if I look back at all my journals over the course of my life, I am so proud of all the self-work that I have done, and I'm astonished at how far I've come and how much I've grown. Seeing that personal development journey laid out is so motivational for me to continue going. It's proof that I do have the ability to change my life, and if I just keep going, I will walk closer and closer to my goals with time. The next thing that journaling has taught me is that this game of life that we're in is an infinite game. There will never be one point where you feel that you have won it. Even when you complete certain goals, there will always be something else that you're hoping to tackle and hoping to grow into. Journaling helps you celebrate the moments where you feel that you completed a goal, but it also helps you see the best ways that you want to grow in the future. You will never be 100% your aspirational self. As you grow and change, your ideal of perfection will grow with you, and your goals and dreams will morph as you grow. If I could tell my younger self anything, I would tell her to find some way to enjoy the process. Enjoying the process and the journey of life is success. And if you can find a way to make that fun instead of constantly emotionally chasing the next thing, it'll bring a lot more joy to your life instead of piling up, personal development medals or something. The next thing journaling has taught me is that it is not frivolous to make it cute, make it fun, and make it girly. I know, like being an engineer, there's a tendency to be hyper serious all the time, and this is not my natural emotional state. I'm a very fluffy, glittery, girly person. There are 100 different ways to journal. I know a lot of people like to use Notion if they journal digitally, but I have always had a physical notebook with a really cute cover that I write in with beautiful pens, and I put fun pictures that bring me joy. What keeps me journaling is enjoying the act of journaling itself. I love at the end of a night to put a candle on, to be at my desk, and to be playing with my calligraphy pen in my journal. It feels like work if it's the serious thing I have to do in front of my laptop. But if I just give myself time to enjoy the process, to have fun with it, to let it be fun and let it be easy, I do more journaling. And I want to enjoy the process, so finding any ways to make it more fun, I think will help you grow. I will definitely link my favorite journals and my favorite pens in the description box below, and I will be creating a collaboration journal with one of my friends that is a personally themed journal for you guys on this channel. So if you're interested in this personalized journal, definitely write a comment down below. The next thing that journaling has taught me is that consistency is key. The same way that one therapy session is not going to radically change your life, one journal session is not going to completely rewrite your internal perception. It is the act of consistently showing up for yourself and giving yourself space to observe your thoughts and your actions that creates real change in the future. Trust and have faith in the process. Real, lasting change takes time, and you have to trust and have faith in the process. If I could tell my younger self anything about journaling, it's that journaling is the best tool you have to change your internal perception of the world and to rewrite your personal life story. You are not trapped in the negative thought patterns that exist in your mind, and you have the key to escape this negativity and build a better future for yourself. The most heroic journeys are long and challenging. The greatest heroes of legend fight dangerous evil in the world, but the greatest dragons that they slay live within themselves. You cannot change the world without first changing yourself. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll like this one as well. And if you're interested in my personal mentoring program, sign up below. Good luck everyone on your personal development journey.